What is up, guys? It's the Vulgarians podcast. This is Eric.
This is Kristian.
And today we're joined by
the Jersey Twins, but we have an announcement we're going to be making a little bit later. We are very excited to make that announcement. We're excited to announce that the Jersey Twins will no longer be our brand. We're actually going to be known as Brotherhood. Brotherhood is actually something that we made up last week. We actually lost a very close friend that we've known for 18 and a half years. And he was a brother to us, very, very close to us. And we decided, well, since we're brothers and he was a brother to us, we might as well change the name for Brotherhood because he was one of our biggest fans as DJs and producers. And we want to dedicate our music and everything that we do for him. And we're excited for what the future holds for us. We got a lot of people behind us, excited for what we're going to be doing. And this track actually right here, this is Rose's Chainsmokers Jersey Twins remix. It's going to be called Brotherhood. It's a Jersey trap and Jersey club and trap remix. And it's on SoundCloud right now, so check it out.
Hell yeah.
I love this.
Oh, I love this.
Hell yeah. I fuck with it. Fuck yeah, dude. Killer.
Damn, I thought I liked this song before.
Yeah, this is actually like fuck fire, bro.
Yeah, we wanted to make it more like a dancing club beat to it because a lot of people that go to the clubs, you know, they want to hear like the typical top 40 and, you know, the stuff
hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop, and not to mention, I mean, nothing wrong with that kind of stuff, but I mean, us DJs, our job is to be creative and do something different at the club, and I don't think a lot of people down here really understand that. When they go to the club, they just want to hear the music that they like and that they hear on the radio on a daily basis. But as DJs like myself and, you know, DJ Danny and all the other guys that DJ with me at Cinder Frogs, you know, we want to be creative. We want to play all kinds of music, but also keep the party hype because that's our job as DJs. I don't think a lot of people down here really realize that, but the whole point is keep the party going, make the party fun, you know, be able to listen to different music. And, you know, I like all kind of music. I love heavy metal. I came from a heavy metal. My dad loves heavy metal. We go to Korn concert. We went to Linkin Park. I've seen Green Day. You know, I've listened to everything. So
I'm a concert junkie too.
Yeah, I love concerts, and
I fucking do.
Yeah, and I listen to all kinds of music. We love all kinds of music. So we all be able to play anything. It's just some people are so, you know, I think it's just one-minded about certain music. Like they like this music, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, they get what I've noticed is really tribal about subgenres.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I only want to listen to dubstep, or I only want to listen to trance or house, and they don't really
branch out
from that.
Yep. And I think, you know, as artists, you know, and also in the music industry, you got to be open to all kinds of music. And I think a lot of artists nowadays are doing that. You know, you got Lil Yachty going into trap songs. You got Rick Ross heading into EDM songs. Waka Flocka going into EDM parties and festivals and doing shows with that. You know, it's good for the artists to explore other music because then, you know, you're opening yourself to other opportunities to go to different festivals and concerts and be able to do different music. So
speaking of concerts, what is your thoughts on like how the virus is affecting the future of shows? It's
hard. It really is because a lot of the artists that are, you know, I mean, we're 27, we're about to turn 28. I mean, we got very few young years left. Like we're almost in our 30s, so we feel like
we're there.
We're losing that. Yeah,
we're there.
Yeah, we're basically there. But it just seems like with this virus, it's killing time off of the people that are really wanting to push the future, and it puts a lot of people's futures on hold. And you know, SoundCloud is still out there, but at the same time, it's different to hear that on SoundCloud and Spotify and all that stuff instead of seeing a performance. Like if you've seen us live, we're energetic. We love to get the crowd hype. We love, you know, going crazy. And we want to be able to do that as much as possible and be able to explore the opportunities. And, you know, us DJs and artists, we're just losing opportunity to do that. You know, we're just sitting at home making music, really not. That's it.
Well, have you gotten into like the streaming aspect of DJing yet? Because that seems to be like the future.
Yeah, I mean, SoundCloud is really what we're working on right now. I mean, we're trying to get into more like.
I'm talking more like on like I think like a Twitch.
Like live.
Yeah, I see. You know, I've been watching it, and we've been wanting to, but right now with our fan base, it's still kind of low. But I feel like if we build them a little more fans on SoundCloud, we'll be able to get on Twitch and grow our fan base off of that too. But the biggest thing for us right now is really trying to make music and try to grow our music right now as we speak. Because when I started DJing, I was like, I don't want to produce music. I don't want to do any of that right now. I just want to be really good at DJing, and then we'll go into music. Yeah. And I think I've done well enough, and him, I think we've done
clearly.
well.
I mean, the track we heard earlier was great.
Yeah, I think we've done well enough as DJs to grow our name, and now that we're going music, I think we can grow a lot more as we go from there, especially because, you know, I travel to Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, Philadelphia. I've been to Missouri, so I've traveled quite a bit, met a lot of people, a lot of great people, so I think with my following and when I've traveled, it's definitely going to help, you know, from here on out with our music.
Oh yeah. Have you guys always been like a duo, or is it just?
At first, no. We actually he actually didn't start DJing until I'd probably say 6 months after I started.
Okay.
And I used to suck really bad.
I tried it like a few times, and I was just like, nah, I'm ass at this.
Yeah, when I started, I would play it. Usually, I would have to play a 30-minute set. They would cut my set in half because that's how bad I was playing.
Oh,
shit,
that
dude.
bad. Yeah, it was bad.
I've had moments myself. I have moments myself.
Yeah, it's just like at the time, at a young age, you want to play like the hard trap and EDM. And some clubs you can't do that. You know,
well, it was a lot more prevalent back. How long have you been DJing?
This would be my 4th year. Going into my 4th year. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like right about when you started was like when like dubstep was falling off.
Yes. Right.
So you were getting into this weird territory of like dubstep's dying down, and like what was the fucking big room took over.
Yes.
Everybody wanted to hear fucking big room.
Yes. Big room is the shit right now. Believe it or not,
it's back again.
It is. Oh yeah.
Oh shit! Look at that.
House and big room right now is probably one of the hottest. It's hard trap, house, and big room. Those are the 3 biggest ones right now.
Really?
And shout out to my boy Disco in Charlotte, man. He is fucking killing it up there. Groovy Bone, it's a record label up in Charlotte that he created, and he is doing an amazing job. He's actually from Myrtle Beach, I think he's from Myrtle Beach. He went by Tyler Davidson.
Oh yeah, I know Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler Davidson. Yeah, he's killing it in Charlotte right now. He's doing a lot of different shows at different clubs. He's doing real big with the house music, and he's killing it. He's gonna be at he's gonna be at the festivals, the big festivals one day. I'm telling you, that dude's the real deal. And
that's fucking awesome.
He's actually one of the guys I've
known him
mentored.
for a long fucking time. He used to run around with my brother and a student named Will Misdom. Okay. Back when they had the Technicolor Void. They like to open for Kesha at House of Blues or some crazy shit.
He was a rapper. Yeah, he was a rapper with Glow Street for a little while. He was with Hug Make 'Em and Shane at Glow Street, and he did that for a couple years, and then he followed into the EDM and house, and then he just loved house and took off with it.
Well, fuck yeah! Shout out to Disco.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's killing it, man, and
That's cool.
He's actually one of the dudes I really look up to in music because he came from just from hip hop, didn't see really working out, and then just like found his passion. And that's the thing in DJing and being an artist. You just got to find a passion. You just got to be creative. And, he found that passion. And I give him a lot of props for that. Because coming from Myrtle Beach, there's not really a lot of people that go and make it. Very few. There's Icon. There's Disco. I don't really know anybody else.
Icon, wasn't he from, like, Wilmington?
Yeah, but like down here, he's huge in Myrtle. He's really, he's at Oz. Doing really well there. I
actually got to a point to where, like, back when I was a promoter, I used to book like Keith Nasty, and then some dudes from Wilmington.
Right.
So that was like my rotating docket of.
Yeah, Wilmington's cool. I love Wilmington. I actually just opened a festival. I opened at a festival called Up and Up Festival up in Wilmington last October. Elefante was the headliner DJ, and they had a couple. It was a college festival, and they had a couple opening DJs, and they had to submit a mix to them. And they gave me a call a day later after hearing the mix. That are like, "Hey, we'd love for you to open for the show," and I got the chance to open it. It was amazing. I had such an amazing time. And then the after party was cool as hell too, because we went to the after party. We all were going back to back as DJing, playing our house in trap. And I'll tell you what, those guys are cool as hell.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah, Wilmington's an amazing time. I love it up there.
I've lived there a couple times and always enjoyed it there. But yeah, my job that I had brought me back down here, so I was like, well, shit.
Yeah.
But
Here's a thought that when I was listening to what you guys were saying. How do you feel? So, like, I have a 9-year-old who plays Fortnite. That's such a huge thing right now. It's like a fucking trending thing. They have a new mode called Party Mode where they put DJs, and we actually like watched the event.
They had like Steve Aoki, Deadmau5, and Dylan Francis.
And all these kids are like listening to like this, and then they're like, my son is like losing his shit over Dylan Francis, like losing his shit.
I love Dylan Francis. Dylan Francis
like
is
losing
good.
his shit, and like I think that you know, like when you were talking about like the doing streams and stuff like that's with all of this stuff going on, like that's what they're doing. They're doing these events. Like Travis Scott just did a fucking event with Fortnite. Marshmello was the first person.
He's getting ready to do another one.
Yeah, he's getting ready to do another one. But I was excited that they actually put like decent, like no offense to Marshmello, but I was like kind of like, okay, can we have something a little bit different? Like, yeah, something a little bit different. But it was cool. Like it was just different. It was nice to see Deadmau5 like be on a fucking kids video game for like fucking 9 under kids.
I think that's the coolest thing ever that Fortnite has that kind of stuff, because you never would have thought a video game would have like a music festival.
No.
Like a music festival in a game, like that is just absolutely insane.
Dude, it lasted 45 minutes. Like, it was pretty fucking hype, man.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
It's cool that a video game festival gets you so hyped. Like, that's the
Everybody's
coolest
stuck
thing
at home.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. With the coronavirus thing, that's really all you can really do. And, you know, that's a great thing about these artists is keeping that EDM community together, you know, even through video games, through streaming on Twitch, all that kind of stuff. You know, that's what's keeping everybody alive and going.
One thing you guys could check out is a company I've actually invested in is called LiveX Live.
Okay.
So what they do is they stream your live performances. So like if you had a room kind of like, you know, our studio or something, you throw some lasers in there, fucking go for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, check into it, dude. It's fucking solid. They have like 800,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, okay.
So-
yeah, I'll definitely look into that for sure.
Definitely.
What they did with the Fortnite thing is they put a green screen behind Dylan Francis. He was like recording in like a studio.
Yeah.
With a green screen behind him. Just like
Yeah.
with shit behind him. So that was his whole thing. Like
That's a cool thing.
Dude, those green screens look really cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want one.
There's a
Not
lot of
gonna
local
lie.
DJs that do that too. A lot of local DJs on Facebook Live are doing that too. Like the Myrtle Beach EDM thing, I see a lot of people pull up on
I post
Myrtle
the
Beach.
show in there all the fucking time.
Yeah.
No, my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
You just like fucking whoring yourself out
Oh,
there.
100%. Shamelessly.
Shamelessly whoring yourself out.
Yeah.
I
Oh
like
my
invite him to like a Facebook group. I'm like, you should join this, and just whore the show out until he gets blocked.
Pour the shit out.
Yeah, you have to, man. You got to push it. I saw a thing with Riff Raff the other day. Here, they were talking about how
God.
like Riff Raff's like come up. I hope it's still open.
He's still relevant. That's surprising.
Dude, Riff Raff's the shit, bro.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Dude, he just came out with some new shit.
Oh,
I didn't even know he was still making music. I thought he made that one song and that was it.
Nah, bro, he's been making shit for a long ass time. Let me find this clip.
Oh my God.
I hadn't even pulled it for the show. I was just like
Riff Raff. Oh my
fucking
god.
around.
And you know, there's a lot of rappers that
Oh shit, hold on. What were you saying?
I was gonna say there's a lot of rappers that are like, you know, 6ix9ine for instance. You know, he's one of those guys that stay relevant because he likes that media attention. And
Yeah.
that's what Riff Raff is kind of is.
Wait. Speaking of media attention, did you hear what happened with him?
What about
That
him?
he tried to donate to Feeding America. And
Yes.
They refused
Yeah.
They
it.
denied it. Yep.
They
I
told
heard
him to
about that.
fuck
He
himself.
tried to donate $2 million.
And they just refused.
They refused. They said, "Fuck you! I don't want that shit. We don't want none of your shit." And he was like posting it on fucking like Instagram and stuff. He's like, "What? Y'all not gonna take my money and let a bunch of kids starve?"
That's fucked up.
I mean, what did you expect? I mean, you just got out of jail for snitching, and then what else?
Oh, he definitely got raped in prison.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's
Like,
gonna see that hair and, you know, let
I
it go.
bet if you hear the wind blow just right, it'll sound like a a fucking whistle as it blows by.
Oh my god. His new song, the Gooba, is that what it is?
Yes, we heard of it.
Okay, so it's on TikTok. Like nobody's.
Fuck, are you listening to that?
No,
shit?
it's on fucking TikTok. It comes like every other fucking TikTok is that fucking like soundbite from it. You mad? I'm mad. You big mad? Like fucking bullshit. Shut up.
There's
dude.
a lot of shitty music on TikTok. I don't listen to half the shit that's on TikTok because all that shit that's on there sucks.
I'm like listening to it. I'm
Dude.
like, what the fuck? Y'all don't know what good fucking
That
music
song
is.
is fucking awful. I can't stand it. That is one of the worst songs I've ever heard. I can't believe people listen to that shit.
Somebody produced that.
It's trash.
Like, he is one of the worst rappers I've ever listened to, and people are like, how could you diss his... First off, he sounds like he's fucking screaming in every song he listens to. Not to mention, you can't understand a fucking word he's saying.
That's the thing with mumble rappers, man.
Oh my god, the mumble rappers. Those are the
Fucking-
I don't
funniest.
know who started it. I don't know if it was Migos or
Oh my
Future,
God.
but they all sound the same. I remember watching 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there.
Yeah, when Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent
Yes!
were roasting them, oh, it was the funniest shit ever. I mean, I love hip hop and I love rap, but I want to listen to a fucking word you're saying. Like, if you're gonna rap, at least let us understand what you're saying. At least have a meaning behind it. That's what rap was made for, to make change.
Nice drop
A lot
on
of
the
these
Snoop Dogg
rappers are
video.
just, ugh. I love Snoop Dogg. He keeps
He's
it real.
like, I don't know who started it, Migos or fucking whatever his name. He was like, I ain't going to fucking do that shit.
They got me in the studio trying to say that. I'm like, get this shit off.
Yeah. I love fucking Snoop.
Don't get me wrong. Hip hop is obviously the number one, you know, genre in the world. Everybody loves it. I mean, Drake is going around the world rapping. Travis
His songs
Scott is.
suck too. I'm sorry.
It's just, it is what it is. Hip hop, it is big, and I like rap. I've loved rap since I was in middle school. I mean, I grew up listening to the Beastie Boys growing up when I was like 4 years old.
Yes.
Run DMC.
I knew I liked you.
NWA, like all that stuff. You know, Notorious B.I.G. is actually one of my favorite of all time.
Wu-Tang is one of my favorites, dude.
Wu-Tang is really good.
Biggie's my ringtone.
I listened to the shit out of fucking Wu-Tang when I was like 9, and my mom was like, what the
36
fuck?
Chambers.
My mom was a huge fan of Tupac. My mom actually liked Tupac. She was that was one of her favorite rappers of all
Okay,
time.
my parents are super conservative.
So, back on the riff-raff thing, though.
Sorry.
Yeah, go back on that.
I can't wait to hear this one.
So, you're not a fan of riff-raff?
No, I'm not a huge fan of his music, honestly. I liked a couple of his songs, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
What about you, Nick?
I've only listened to one song. That was
Oh, what
I've
a
never listened to
shame.
any of his songs.
Well, this is Sauce Walker talking about Houston not supporting riff-raff and how he was just like grinding.
Wait, hold on.
They got a real rich culture and a lifestyle that means something. Why would we turn our back on that just because a certain group or a certain period of time of it did not do well? You got to keep pushing and keep recreating and keep being different. But also, this is how you have a riff-raff. But the world appreciated riff-raff, but Houston didn't appreciate riff-raff.
That's a fact, man. I can honestly say that nigga tried to sell me his CD 100. I did buy it one time, but that nigga Riff Raff was crazy, so he gonna be in the mall every day trying to sell you that CD again for 5 and 6 years, man. And I was mad at Ebro and them. Well, Ebro was the only one. I was mad at Ebro on Hot 97, bro, for trying to shit on Riff Raff because that nigga was in Greens
He was
Point.
really freestyling, doing that shit.
Well,
though.
not even just that. He was just like, man, you not real, fam. Like, you jocking the culture, fam. I was like, bro, this nigga was a Greens Point Mall,
No,
nigga.
fuck Greens Point Mall, nigga. He's
Soft
a Greens
time.
Point Project.
He was a Greens Point Project.
Houston, Southside, Houston, Southwest Houston. Nigga, Riff Raff used to really be in the streets.
Yeah, in the streets, bro.
Yeah, playing basketball, hooping, hustling, selling
Acres
CDs,
home.
fucking selling weed, fucking
Yeah.
with white bitches. Now Riff Raff really in the streets at the jury
Fucking
store
with white
around the
bitches.
gangsters.
Riff Raff went through everything a nigga
real
go
street
through.
nigga.
Took losses,
Oh,
man.
man, that's the problem, though.
And I was upset, bro. I was when I watched Ebro, like, bro, you don't even know, dog. This nigga them George used to come out at 4 in the morning.
Bro, this white boy is more black than you think you are.
That's the shit, bro.
Oh shit, that's funny. So he was fucking in the mall,
Dude.
just like trying to grind and sell CDs.
Bruh.
I didn't even know that was such a thing.
Riff Raff would like wake up like they were saying at 4 in the morning when the Jordans would drop and just go and try to sell his CD. Dude's been around I've been fucking with Riff Raff since like 2011. He was like the realest motherfucker on from G's to Gents too, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they kicked him off. He sparked up a blunt and everything. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, he's one of the realest dudes, and that's a lot of thing with with hip hop nowadays. It's kind of hard to find people that don't follow a trend and are not sticking to who they really are. They try to pretend to be something that they're really not. A lot of rappers, when I listen to their music, they always talk about they got their Glock 45 or they got an AK-47 in their closet and they're about to shoot off on somebody.
No,
highly doubt they do have it, and I highly doubt that they have all the shit that they really say they do in their music, because if they did, they'd be in jail. So, it.
And the ones that are famous that say that shit, I'm like, bro, you live in a 30-acre mansion. Like, fuck, who the fuck is coming to your front door?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you live next to a fucking divorce lawyer who's with his white collar job, and he's coming out, and you're just got a Bentley out there, and
exactly.
Fucking Rick Ross with a purple Lamborghini.
Exactly. It's just rappers, just artists in general just need to stick with who they are, be different, stick to the creativity, don't follow a trend. Just because you like Amigos beat doesn't mean you have to follow that beat and copy it.
Have you ever listened to Hobson?
I listened to a little bit. I remember he did a diss on Tyler the Creator not so long ago. Actually it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
and now look at Tyler. He's got a fucking Grammy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hobson's new shit is fucking fire, dude.
I gotta listen to it. I haven't listened to Hobson since that Tyler the Creator when he made fun of what's that song by Tyler the Creator? It was one of his first hottest hits.
What is it? The Triceratops?
Yeah, well, I forget what the song was called.
I think it's Triceratops.
The one, I know which one you're talking about.
He's eating a fucking cockroach or some shit like that.
And actually, that song was the shit.
Hobson, I fucked it. That's NF. I like NF.
I have to listen to his new stuff. I haven't really listened to it, but I mean, Hobson has been around for a while. He's sticking to what he's good at.
He's got a style of his own.
But that's what I mean. That's a great thing about artists, having something that you are great at and sticking with it. Don't follow a trend just because you want to make a Billboard Top 100 hit.
Yeah, but that's a thing that's been going on since hair metal and shit. Even all music. I'd say since the 60s, 5 bands will get signed that are close, very similar, and then the music industry is sign me everybody that sounds like that.
Right.
I mean, look at hair metal. You have these trash ass one-hit wonders that are glam metal, borderline homosexual looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I fucking love glam metal, but it's fucking you have a bunch of one-hit wonders.
Yep.
I mean, hell, we just had Great White last year at Boathouse.
I didn't go to that show. I wanted to.
It was fucking awesome.
I missed it.
But that old man, he's fucking 70 and just spinning the mic around and doing all sorts of shit.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
It was fucking awesome. I was hammered the entire time, but
oh my god.
Luckily nobody burned alive that one show that they did.
What? Somebody burned alive?
Yeah, they had pyrotechnics go terribly wrong. A bunch of people died, including a couple band members or some shit.
Michael Jackson style, fucking
no, way worse. The whole building burned the fuck down.
Oh shit. Wow.
The whole fucking building burned down off of these pyrotechnics.
Oh
but yeah,
God.
It was Jack Russell's Great White that was the cause of that.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I mean, emo was another one. The first emo band hit, and then it was just okay, how many more of these are there?
Yeah, that's very true. Yep.
So, I mean, you're starting to see a little bit of a resurgence in the whole emo thing, but I don't think it's ever going to be what it was.
When we were in middle school, just think of the rock music that was there at our time. I mean, we had Fall Out Boy, what's it called? They were open. We went to a show in the 8th grade. We went to Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance. And that was one of the best shows I've ever been. And that's actually another thing I want to bring up too with artists. Yeah. Artists are so worried about making a hot hit, but then they can't perform live.
Yeah.
They sound like shit or they look like shit on stage. There's a handful of artists I've seen live that are new over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That have a great song, but they can't fucking perform. Yeah. And I think if you can't perform live or make good music, then you should not be in the industry.
No.
One of the best concerts I've ever been to was the Mars Volta. They played for like 5 fucking hours, dude. Wow. High energy.
Wow.
Like kicking the mic around, slinging it all over the place. And they're like a experimental jam band. So if you never listen to Mars Volta, fucking check them out. They're amazing. Yeah. But they were in my top. Marilyn Manson's in my top 5. Smashing Pumpkins, believe it or not. I went and saw them at their big anniversary tour.
Wow.
Drove to Baltimore to see them. Hands down the best show I've ever fucking seen.
Wow.
Like $200,000 light show. Fucking
Baltimore's the shit too. I actually like Baltimore. Baltimore's fun.
Fells Point is my shit, dude. A lot of people like Power Plant. I went there. It was cool. But Fells Point, man, there's cool little dive bars. I went to the bar that apparently, like, supposedly Edgar Allan Poe had his last drink out in front of, and
oh my God.
Fucking cool shit, man. I love Baltimore. But,
one of my favorite shows I ever went to was Flogging Molly. Because it's Irish drinking music, and it's just, let's just get fucked up and hop around and just be
that's the best.
Yeah,
that's the best.
You gotta be able to put on a live performance.
Dude, they put on some of their music is fucking awesome, and then their performance is fun because they like get the crowd engaged and like everything. Like they're not just like, all right, we're gonna go to the next song. Like
right.
And that was it. Like I feel like if you don't engage the crowd and you just go to the next song, like what the fuck are you up there for?
Yeah,
like, you're
exactly.
there to entertain.
Yeah.
You're there to entertain.
Speaking of people not being able to perform or fucking up a performance, have you guys ever like fallen off of the stage or? Because I know I have. I fell off the stage at House of Blues as a promoter.
Knock on wood, no. I have not. I don't plan on it, but I mean, at some point, we're going to have to at some point. I mean, everybody goes through it. I mean, someone's going to have one.
Has anybody ever knocked your shit over? Or?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Spilled a drink on your shit?
Actually, yes.
Are you serious?
Last September, I was at Tongi Schmack House DJing. It was a college bar right by Coles. It was actually one of the most popular spots in the area. I was DJing one night, and this girl was coming up to the stage and asked for a song. And I'm not a person to take songs, just FYI. I don't like taking requests because at Senior Frogs, once you take one, 50 more people start coming up.
Yeah.
And it's like...
We'll talk about more about that later on.
But this girl came up asking for a song, and as she came up, she tripped and dropped her whole drink on top of my $1,800 controller that I just got less than a year ago. Yeah, I was so mad. At first, it was working fine. I was just like, okay, I caught all
Do you have,
that.
insurance on that shit?
It ran out. Immediately. It was a 6-month warranty, and it happened 2 months after the warranty expired. So
fuck.
Yeah, so she dropped it on the controller. I thought I caught all of it, so I was like, oh no, we're good, everything's working. Not even 20 minutes after before the night was over, I just heard my music starting to like screech and start doing some weird stuff. Yeah, so I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is this going? Everything shut off like 15 minutes before the night ended. It just all shut off. I tried to turn it on. Nothing was working. Yeah. I was like, this girl just fucking ruined my controller. So I tried to call. I was like, listen, this is what happened. Is there any way you can help me out? They're like, no. And I was like, well, I'm fucking screwed. And then since then, I was renting a controller from a friend, just trying to save up some money for a new controller. I finally got a new one.
Okay.
It's the DDJ 1000 SRT, and it's actually one of the coolest fucking controllers ever.
Shit.
I've been messing with it. I haven't stopped messing with it once.
What happens when this happens, dude?
Oh no.
Oh man.
So describe to the listeners what you just fucking saw.
No. The whole fucking table went down.
So
that guy just tipped over the controller.
Bruh, this fucking dude grabs onto the table to goddamn stabilize himself while he jumps off the stage and just takes the whole fucking DJ setup with him.
What the fuck?
What was he even doing up there in the first place?
He like jumped up to like dap the dude up or some shit.
Oh
He
my
took the
God.
whole fucking thing down. Those CDJs and mixer, the CDJs by himself, those kinds are $2,500 a piece.
There was like 4.
Yeah, when you have 4 of them, that's $8,000, and then when you got the mixer, the expensive one, that's $10,000
Dude,
equipment
you're talking
right there.
to people that have spent like fucking thousands of dollars on our fucking podcast equipment.
Yeah.
Like, I would be fucking pissed if one of us dropped. Like,
Well, when that drops and breaks, what else do you do? There's
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
you could do.
No, you're
fucked.
done.
You're fucked. You got
Yeah.
nothing else going on.
Here's-
you can't even insure that.
Here's
can
another
you?
one.
Oh, you can if they have insurance. I mean,
Yeah, but how do you even insure like equipment like that?
when you buy equipment, usually a company will be like, hey, do you want like if you buy a warranty for a TV, you just be
Yeah.
like, hey, do you want to have?
Dude, I'd be buying the fuck out of that.
Do you want to buy a warranty for like 4 years, 5 years, and if you damage it or something happens to
Yeah.
it, they'll give you a new one. But
Yeah.
with those, I mean, those are probably insured through another company. You probably got another pair.
I
but,
would say they're probably insured through the festival
yeah.
promoter.
Yeah, so they definitely probably have backup pairs too. I mean, just in case if something
Dude.
like that were to happen. But it's very rare case that something like that would ever happen at a festival. People wouldn't even be allowed to touch the stage at a festival.
No.
So this guy was very lucky he even got up there. I would have fucking told him to get down
Yeah.
and don't even think about coming up.
Yeah.
Like that's
So-
insane. Security should get
All right,
fired.
you got another video, and then
Security
I have
should've
a
got
story
fired for that.
time.
All right.
Is that Skrillex?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh man.
Did it stop?
Yeah.
Yeah, stop.
He's like, I killed my motherfucking mixer.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Damn, I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd just be like, oh fuck, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know, like, first
Dude.
reaction. I mean, he's probably had past experience with issues like that, so he knows.
He did
can
okay,
troubleshoot it
He's-
pretty quick.
He's done. That's not the first time he's screwed up before.
Yeah, there's actually a couple videos of him. He was hitting the Q there, so there's a play and a Q button. He accidentally hit the Q button by accident, so it went back to the beginning of the song, and the music stopped. So he like was jumping about like and was like, "Wait, oh shit, what the hell happened?"
Oh my God.
So he started pushing, but like that moment, like when the music just stops in your mind, you're just like, "Holy shit, what do I do? What do I do?" Like
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet your asshole slams fucking
your heart
shut.
drops. Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, like this is bad. Like
Yeah.
you gotta come up with something quick. Like he did. He was like, oh shit, you guys got my mixer messed up.
Yeah.
Like he came up and made it cool instead of stressing out and be like, oh my god, this is it. Like what do I do?
Here's another moment that might make your asshole pucker.
I can't wait to hear this one. Oh,
Oh man.
oh my god.
I had never seen that happen before.
So here, I'll play it so she can see it. Describe what
God.
he went full blown Copperfield with that shit.
I feel like that's something I would do at Senior Frogs. Like one night, I'm jumping
Oh
and
my
just
God.
go boom right through the floor.
So this
Oh my
dude,
god.
the DJ's out jumping, hyping up the crowd, and just completely fucking falls through the floor. Like the stage is
Oh,
just
fuck.
like collapsed underneath him. And then like everybody's out there with flashlights looking for him under the stage and shit.
I would even like. I would just laugh to the whole thing. I would just be like, okay.
He was
Yeah.
he was probably like,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I drink vodka. I don't care.
No, definitely. I mean, DJs, they bring their own alcohol with them when they DJ too. So he was probably feeling it when
Yeah.
he did that. But I mean, that video right there looks like something that would happen to me if I was like at the House of Blues or if I was at a Senior Frogs trying to hype a crowd up.
Yeah.
That shit would be hilarious though. Like, with
oh,
my
it
luck-
is.
He just
What-
disappeared.
With my luck, I feel like something like that would happen.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
one day it will. I hope. I hope not, but I feel it.
That happened to me at House of Blues
Oh my
when I
god.
was a promoter. I was throwing out beads for senior week.
Yes, the Senior Week time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had my foot on the banister between the stage and the crowd, chucking beads out. And I remember the guy telling me, hey man, don't put your foot there. You're going to slip. And about 3 seconds later, I go to throw a bead.
Slip.
gone, dude. I cracked my face on the fucking railing.
Oh my god!
And then land full force on my right ankle.
Oh,
I straight up hairline fractured my shit.
Oh.
Like, my ankle is the size of a goddamn grapefruit for a month.
Oh my god.
I was like limping around. They're like, what the hell happened to you? I was like, fucking got too drunk.
Senior week is too fucking wild, man. I mean, you gotta drink to that shit because the amount of shit that you have to deal with and the shit that you see is just absolutely insane during senior week. And I love performing those shows because those are the best shows you're gonna get in Myrtle Beach in regards to EDM and hip hop and concert shows.
I feel like I'm too old to promote those.
Yeah,
I
sometimes I feel like I'm too old, like DJing that kind of shit, because that's like something you bring like a college DJ or a high school DJ to come to. But I mean, like, it's still fun. I mean, I'm entertaining the young kids that just graduated high school, and you know they're just trying to have a good time. So getting the DJ and put on a show for them is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got in trouble one time at House of Blues. It was like the Scotty Boy performance that we did. Like, I think it was like 2014.
Yeah. I remember those.
But I brought a bunch of bottles of champagne and we just popped them on the crowd. And I didn't tell anybody we were going to do it. Like, I didn't even tell like the House of Blues staff. I just like broke out like 3 or 4 bottles of champagne, and me and the DJ, because it was his birthday that night.
Scotty,
So,
yeah.
It was Scotty Boy's fucking birthday. So we just fucking pop bottles on these 18-year-olds, dude. So I got a ton of shit over that. They're like, never fucking do that again.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's champagne. What are you gonna do? It's not gonna hurt them.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, if anything, it's gonna make their hair sticky. I mean,
well, I mean, I was spraying it in a few people's mouths and shit, but yeah. You know,
oh my god,
it was frowned upon. I wouldn't say I got in like serious shit. Like there was no legal ramifications, but
you know how many artists do that, and how many artists around the world do that all the time. I mean, it's part of the entertainment, and it's part of the fun. I mean, we're not trying to get high school kids or young kids drunk. It's just part of the entertainment, just trying to hype up the crowd. That's all they do.
Dude,
we're not trying to get anybody drunk. But yeah, I mean that show right there was cool as hell. That was definitely a fun night to remember.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do story time, and this will make you laugh. So when I worked at Masters, our DJ was up there, and like obviously girls up there, they request songs, whatever. He like has certain songs that most girls will like dance to, and some are like, oh my god, okay. Anyway, so one of my close friends was up on the stage, and this dude who was there for his bachelor party got up on the stage, and I'll never forget it because he got on the mic and he was like, get the fuck up off the stage, and was like yelling at this dude like from the stage. Come to find out, his girlfriend is missing and wandering around the fucking club. She's in her fucking dressing room, and I was like, dude, bitch, you need to get the fuck up out of here. And she's like, I'm just trying to find somebody to bring home with me and my boyfriend. And I was like, you need to get out of her dressing room.
She sounds like a...
bitch. Yeah, pretty much. She was like a fucking phantom. She was like a phantom. So Duke gets kicked off. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but Duke gets kicked out of the fucking club. She's still in the club, and we've got security on her. She's like fucking ghosting shit. All of a sudden, you know those like pitchers that you put like water in to like refill? She goes up to the DJ stage and she dumps it on herself and all over his fucking equipment and shit. And he's like, I'm fucking done. We're shut down for the night. That was the only time.
We're gonna financially.
Pretty much. So Masters.
Hold on, because nobody heard it over the laughter.
I'm sorry.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Oh my god. So Masters had to cover his DJ shit, and he was telling me about it.
Oh, it was Masters that said that.
Yeah. So they said, okay, well, we'll cover your stuff. Well, what stuff did you have? Dude, he put so much shit on that insurance claim that, he walked away with so much money and fucking equipment. He actually got an upgrade because of that.
Yeah, he probably got a huge upgrade for that.
We closed down early. He made an upgrade on the fucking shit, and I got to go home early, so I was happy. I was like, this is a win-win. Like, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I bet after he filed that claim,
bring me 15 hookers now and get the drugs ready and take me to the private island.
They had it. I mean, he told me, he was like, my setup's probably roughly like $5,000. He's like, I made away with like $20,000 worth of fucking shit.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to the private island.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
He said I had all of this stuff, all of it.
Yeah.
She ruined all of it.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, with insurance claim too, you might as well go with the fucking upgrade. You might as well.
That was so bad. And like we're like looking for this girl. We're like his girlfriend's missing, and all of a sudden we just see her with a picture, and they're just like, and the DJ's just like, what the fuck? And all of his shit is covered in water.
Yeah, she deserves an ass beating.
Yeah, see, that's...
she got immediately arrested.
The girl with the DJ equipment that spilled her shit on my equipment. I couldn't find her when that shit happened. At first, I thought it was okay, but then at the end of the night, when I was, like, looking for her...
Yeah, but what do you do?
Yeah, it was like,
what do you do?
Fuck, I'm screwed. What do I do?
Yeah, but do you really want to catch an assault charge for this? Like,
I just wanted to get her information and be like, all right,
shit.
well, you're paying for this shit because, I mean, that's... DJ
they
equipment...
They would have claimed liability.
I mean, DJ...
It's a liability.
Yeah, I mean, DJ equipment... What do you do after your shit's destroyed? What do? You don't have anything else. You don't have a backup plan.
No.
Once your equipment's gone,
That's
it's
really
gone.
crazy. Like I never really thought about that. Like, but like you guys don't really have a damage waiver or something that like protects you.
No,
you really
don't.
You have nothing to protect your equipment unless you buy insurance separately about your stuff.
Unless you're a DJ that's making $10,000 a year or $10,000 a show and has like tons of backup equipment. I mean. DJs right now, that's the only equipment they got, and then if it gets destroyed, what do? They can't perform other shows. So that's why we're so super tight with our music and our DJ equipment because once it's destroyed, that's it. We gotta wait a week or maybe 2 weeks for the equipment new equipment to come in.
Yeah, you can't perform.
Yeah, or if you can't afford it, you're fucked.
Yeah, Your career is fucked until you like fucking scramble up enough money to even get. What I just thought about that. That's crazy. Like if somebody fucks your shit up and you can't file it on an insurance claim or like file it with the club that you're at.
You don't have a fucking job anymore.
Yeah. It's like it's like going to work unprepared. You can't go to work without the equipment you need.
Yeah.
So
you can always DJ off your phone.
Oh my God.
That's what everybody fucking thinks I do is fucking pull up music on my phone. It's so annoying. Yeah. People are like, "Can you download this song while you're DJing?" No, I'm fucking DJing. Like. I've got a fucking human iPod. I'm a DJ.
Can you download... you might as well just have an Alexa hooked up to your shit, bro.
Alexa, can you play Tootsie Roll?
Oh my God.
Alexa, what? She'd be like, I'm sorry, that song's not included unless you do premium. Like, God damn it.
No, it's just for real. Everyone thinks I'm literally an Alexa. I'll fucking play anything that they fucking ask for.
Yeah.
Like the girl was like, I want you to play this 1976 song, and she showed me the song, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
She's like, I was like, do you really expect me to have this? And she's like, well, I mean, it's a classic. I'm like, no, it's not.
No,
because
it's not.
If I play this song, I'm telling you right now, people are going to look at me like I'm a fucking crazy person.
Here you go, dude. Since we're bringing up people asking for songs and shit. Dude, the looks on this girl's fucking face.
That's what's making me laugh. Is her face.
Her fucking face is just like...
She's just like...
she's a fucking Karen, bro.
She's like an early 20s.
That's why nobody wants to dance.
She looks like she's like in her mid-20s. Like,
yeah. Bitch, you miserable.
I love when she's like, I'm from the Bay Area.
God, Jesus Christ.
I'm from the Bay Area.
I'm from the Bay Area, so, you know.
Not come back to this.
Me and my brolic black boyfriend are not happy right now.
There's nobody in there.
No, it's fucking empty, bro.
There's nobody in there anyway,
They could have
so what the fuck does it matter?
They could have easily played hip hop for this dumb bitch, but It was like the point of the matter.
Yeah, it was like a principle.
It's like, I don't care, I'll burn this. It reminds me of that movie, The Goods.
Yes.
When DJ requests.
Yes.
and they fucking request a song, and he's like, all right, yeah, I'll get right on that. And plays like a song called Dead Puppies or some shit.
He's like, nobody controls the music.
I gotta pull that fucking clip up. I gotta pull it up now.
That shit is the funniest shit ever.
Can you please make that a drop in one of your songs? Like, nobody controls the music.
I will find it and I will fucking try it. Once you lose control, you lose control yourself. Not today.
There you go.
Hey, DJ. This place is about to pop. Why don't you throw on some Charlie Daniels?
Charlie Daniels.
Nobody tells DJ Request what to play. Let them tell you what to play. They lose respect for you. They lose respect for you. You lose control. Not today.
Can you please put that as one of your drops? Dude.
I love that his name is DJ Request. That's the funniest shit. His fucking DJ Request, he's like, good choice. And he plays the complete opposite of what he
Here you go.
Hey guys, a couple of guys came in here earlier looking for Vanessa, and I got a little bit of bad news for you. Vanessa is dead. You bring them guys, get those food orders in quickly, because in 25 minutes the kitchen is rented out for a porno shoot. Are you disgusted?
God damn it. I fucking love him.
Book the DJ. Selling some cars today.
Yo, Craig Robinson is the funniest dude ever. Like, that movie, he was fucking hilarious. Zach and Mary Make a Porno. He was fucking hysterical.
He's hilarious in that show on FX, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Dude.
He is literally like one of those underrated fucking actors. You gotta put him in a movie because he's gonna say some stupid shit that's just gonna make you laugh.
He was great in Eastbound and Down, too.
That movie was good. That was good.
Fucking,
oh my god.
I feel it. Will Ferrell is what made that whole fucking scene. Anyway. I feel it deep down in my plums. I need to make that a fucking drop.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, he is just like, he finds a way to find you fucking laugh. Like, if he's gonna make you laugh, he's gonna make you like almost pissing your pants laugh.
Oh my
because
god.
in Zach and Mary Make a Porno, he's like, man, I can't be in a movie. My wife will kick my ass.
Yeah.
And then the girl starts touching herself. He's like, on the other hand, fuck my wife.
Yeah. I love the part when he's like doing with the one girl. Her name is Bubbles.
My favorite part is when Katie Morgan shits on the guy that plays Randall.
Oh my god!
Do you believe this shit? What the fuck happened in there? Oh, I'll tell you what happened. That bitch frosted me like it was a fucking cake.
Oh my god. I really do feel like you need to pull that DJ drop where he's like, if they lose all respect for you, like make it a drop.
If they lose respect for you, you lose respect for yourself. You lose control.
Yeah, and then make it like a fucking drop. I feel like that would be so fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna try.
I want to hear it because I feel like it'd be fucking hilarious.
If there's one time I get a request, I'm gonna stop the music and I'm gonna play that part. And then I'm gonna go, this is a warning. This is a warning.
Yeah. And then if they do it again, just play the Dead Puppies song. And
oh my god, yes.
Or I'm gonna play some like Beethoven or some shit like that.
Dude, don't knock Beethoven. I love that shit.
I mean, I like it, but is anybody gonna dance to that in a club?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sure if you get some looks in there, they will.
Oh my god.
You know what? I've been a singer for like 6 years before I became DJing, almost 7 years, and I've seen the craziest shit you could think of.
I've seen some shit before, and I've done some shit before.
What is the craziest shit that each of you has seen?
Oh, are we talking about at Cedar Frogs or just in general?
Like DJing in general. What is the wildest shit? And I want to hear this from both of you.
Well, spring break.
Of course, spring break.
Yeah, spring break, obviously. Me, Taylor, J. Burt, and Danny, we were performing on spring break, and I just remember, dude, people just started crowd surfing, like just throwing people up, and you just saw like 20 people crowd surfing. I remember one time we had a midget come up on stage. And we're like, who wants to see this midget come crowd surfing? So he fucking we throw him across the dance floor. And people literally catch him like he's a little fucking stuffed animal. And they're throwing him up and throwing him down and throwing him up and throwing him down. They throw him across the bar, and the manager catches him because
oh my god,
they accidentally threw him by accident, like too far. So the manager catches him. So the manager throws him back into the crowd, and he starts getting thrown up. And then they did it again to the stage, so they throw it up to the stage again, and we had to catch him so that way he didn't jump onto the equipment or anything. But people started crowd surfing. People were falling into the into the ground. It was crazy.
Oh my god!
And we were just like, all right, we got to stop because someone's gonna get hurt and we're gonna get sued.
It's funny you bring up midgets because I've been holding this video for quite some time.
Just for this.
For the right scenario. And this seems it.
What the fuck is he doing?
So,
what the fuck did I just watch?
I believe you watched a woman suck off a midget in a midget wrestling contest.
What's she doing?
A black midget wrestling contest.
Was she wrestling?
Can I see
wrestling
this?
move? What she was doing?
Oh shit! Mommy going in. Oh fuck! She did the death roll.
Yeah, she got the Florida Gator death roll.
Bitch is like.
And midget don't know what to do.
I love the music that they're doing it to too.
What is that thing from the 90s, the skip hop or whatever the fuck it is?
I don't know.
You put it around your fucking ankle and then you fucking skip around
that
it.
looks like a gator.
That's what she just did to his dick.
She was doing gator rolls.
I think she was like, it was like a blender circumcision or some crazy shit.
Dude, she did not lose contact at all.
No, she was pure concentration, and she did a whole 360 with no
They don't
problem.
call it a blowjob for no fucking reason.
And I can't
it's a
post
fucking
that
job.
I can't post that shit on Instagram or Twitter. I can post it on our Twitter. Twitter doesn't give a fuck.
Facebook is kind of hard because once you get one report, it's fucking game over. But
well, they've already shadow banned our podcast.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
I mean, that shit right there was fucking hilarious because she had pure concentration.
Yeah, dude.
The music that they were doing it to, and not to mention she went a whole 360 with that.
Oh my god!
It looked like she was doing a wrestling move while she was trying to do all that.
So, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen, Nick?
I've seen some. I would say it would be like senior week. It would be like someone was trying to crowd surf, but it turns out nobody caught him, and he fell into the ground, and he fucked up. He fucked up his hand. He suffered a broken.
Yeah, he broke his
fingers.
Yeah.
He suffered multiple broken fingers.
Yeah, I remember that. He fractured his hand and broke his fingers because when he landed straight on his hand. Like he didn't even But senior week, I mean, when they did the party girl, of course, I don't want to say it, but I mean, they used to flash and it would just be like,
oh, dude, I got the pictures still on my phone.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh wow, I didn't expect that. But I mean,
you never showed me this. What the hell?
I mean, it's just like those nights used to get insane. Just like Party Girl was just like the craziest party of the whole week, and it's just like
I hated senior week. Just gonna go ahead and say that.
I mean,
from the industries that I've come from, I fucking hated it.
It has this moment.
Stripper and bartender.
I don't like it.
Oh, I hated it because they would climb up on the stage. I watched one bitch fucking face first fall off the fucking stage, and I was like, oh, she's gonna feel that in the morning.
It's shitty for bartenders because bartenders have to give them straight waters. They don't make money off of them at all.
Do the straw, where you put a little bit of liquor in the straw. I've done that before. Oh, you think you're getting a strong drink? You are getting a little taste of a drink. Tequila in the straw.
Most of them are hammered before they even walk in there.
Oh,
anyway.
dude,
yeah.
so bad.
Dude, I've seen them at Senior Frogs in line. They look like they're about to fall.
They go to Senior Frogs. Guess where they go after that? They're like, oh my god, I really want to go to the strip club.
I'm horny. I want to go to the strip club. Yeah.
And guess what they try to do? Try to touch you. They try to fucking do all kinds of shit. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't bi. Get the fuck out of here.
What's funny is there used to be a strip club called Derriere's in Myrtle Beach.
Yep.
And if you were under 21, they made you wear a big shirt with a baby on it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've never been in
bottle.
I've never been in there, so it was
gone. It was probably gone by the time that you hit the scene, but it was a shithole.
It was shithole. BYOB.
Yeah, no, that wasn't Derriers.
No, Derriers.
No, I'm sorry, not Derriers. I'm thinking of.
Because Derriers had the BYOB.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of Derriers. I'm thinking of.
Because there's Derriers, there's Masters, and then there was
what was
Dollhouse,
the one? No, there was another one.
Is it Treasure Club?
No, it was up in the north end, next to Mayabi. And I can't remember the fucking name of it.
That was the old Dollhouse.
No. That was across the street.
What was over there? Secrets. No, not Secrets.
I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the strip club, but
it was Secrets. I would be willing to bet money on that.
Nah.
I feel like it was Secrets.
Maybe. But anyway, they used to make you wear a shirt with if you were under 21. The big baby with a no sign through it, so you couldn't drink, and you had to they made you wear that shit when you walked in.
That's fucked up. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, I'm not going in. I'd be like, fuck it, I'm not going in then.
Oh, that was the whole point, was to keep fucking
the
underage kids out.
There would be some fucking stupid people to be going in when an underage, with that shirt on. I would be like, no fucking chance I'm walking in with that, because I would look like
going home.
I would look stupid.
Yeah, I would leave immediately if I was forced to wear that.
No, yeah, if they even tried to put that shirt on me, I'd be like, no fucking chance.
We used to mess with them at Masters when they would come in. We would mess with them so hard.
I feel like it's kind of useless for somebody under 21 to even go to a strip club
we would
anyway.
Mess with them so hard, especially if it was a guy and he's not 21, and we saw him because at Masters we had a yellow shirt they had to put on, and it was it just said Masters Club across the front of it,
right?
And it was huge. It was always an XXL or some fucking crazy size that they had. And we would abuse the shit out of them. We would be like, all right, we're gonna bring you up on stage, and we would beat the fuck out of them with fucking whips and shit that we had from fucking bachelor parties and shit.
Oh my god.
They would never want to, we were like, oh, we're gonna fuck up strip clubs for them, forever. I mean, never want to fucking be a customer at a strip club ever again.
When I was under 21, I never even thought about going to a strip club, just because I just never felt like
why would you want to go?
I can't buy a girl drink, and I'm literally sitting there just watching. I'm not. It's just
pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I never really wanted to go when I was under 21. Once I was 21, I was like,
the girls under 21 are the worst, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what. Once they have some drinks in them, they're like, I'm gonna touch a girl. I'm bisexual now. I'm gonna put my hands on somebody, and that's a huge no. I'm like, if I'm not gonna let some dude touch me in a weird way, I'm definitely not gonna let you fucking touch me, and especially since you're young. You don't know what you're doing right now. You're drunk. I've had one girl try to stick her fucking finger in me while I was up on stage, and I was like, sweetheart, you have to stop.
Yeah, that's a little much.
You have to stop, or I'm gonna have to get security to take you out. And
that's
she
a little
was
too much.
I'm just trying to have fun. You have such a nice ass, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, well, you need to stop. Please stop touching me. It's not right. It's not even in a sexual way. It's totally in a weird way now.
I think with nightclubs and just strip clubs in general, just any kind of entertainment like that, people just need to have respect, because people have certain boundaries that
oh, dude, so much.
It's just like have respect, because people have different feelings of ways to you said, you don't want anybody touching you, so why are you gonna touch a total stranger that you don't even know who they are?
Oh, dude, you do it all the time.
And you don't know how you're gonna
all the time.
And people don't know how they're gonna react to certain ways. So it's just with me and personally, when people request songs and they try to get in my face or try to be like, well, what the fuck? They'll be like, well, I don't know you, so don't disrespect me like that. Just because you may not like certain music I play doesn't mean that it sucks. And that's another thing I want to bring up too. People have certain opinions about music. They may not like EDM, so they say EDM sucks. That's not. It doesn't suck. That's just your personal opinion.
Yeah.
I could say, fucking jazz sucks, but it doesn't. That's my personal opinion. It doesn't mean it actually sucks. People, just because they have certain music that they just like, they just think everything else sucks. And that's not how you should think as someone, that listens to music on the radio. Because on the radio all the time, they have different kinds of genres. Top 40, house, hip hop. People should be able to enjoy all kinds of music and have opinions. Say, okay, hip hop is my favorite, but I can listen to other music instead of just being like, I'm just gonna listen to hip hop only. And that's fine if that's how you feel. But just saying that certain genres suck,
Well, I kind of blame the industry for that too, because you have a a lot of plants that are showing up in the industry right now. Like, there's a big theory that Billie Eilish is an industry plant, that, like, she came out of nowhere. Some people have said Oliver Tree is an industry plant. I don't really buy that one as much as I do
Billie Eilish.
Just because of who she's connected to. Like, her parents are famous actors.
Yeah.
Right.
The story sells. It's like, oh, her brother's her producer. It's like, come the fuck on, man. Mm-hmm. And then in most pop music, you have the same two Swedish dudes fucking producing 90% of it.
Right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So they have found a niche that sells, and they know how to make a hit song. And the masses are overwhelmingly stupid and just buy that shit and eat it up.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
And until that cycle gets broken by some way or somehow, it's just going to keep going until the next like big resurgence of something comes. But with DJing, it's a little different, like producing, because it's all you. It's not two dudes in Sweden that wrote the fucking song for you.
Right.
So I feel like DJing is going to lead to the next revolution of it, because let's just face it, rock and roll is dead, folks.
I know, it's sad as
fucking
it sounds.
dead.
It is, yeah. It sucks.
So
because rock and roll is what really made music what it is today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the 60s and 70s, the Beatles was considered rock.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And you don't have people playing music playing instruments anymore.
No, a lot of the music is really instrumental and recorded and studio made,
tuned.
So a lot of people depend on just producing and just I can play the drums a little bit.
Yeah.
My dad actually has a guitar set at home. He has like 3 guitars at home, and I'm actually wanting to learn how to use a guitar because I want to be able to use that in my music.
Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
Because I want my music.
They run enough effects to where you could tune that sound to whatever you wanted to.
Right, and I got a keyboard. I got a 49. I got a 49 keyboard at home. It's brand new, and I'm using that in my production. But I wanted to be able to use the drums that I have at home and a guitar at home, so that way I can use that in creativity with our music. Because, like you said, nobody uses instruments anymore. It's all just created through studio.
Everything's tuned.
So yeah, exactly.
Everything's the easy route, dude.
Yeah, it's the easy route. It's the easy route.
It's a lot easier to just be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use a program to make my music sound cool because I'm gonna turn this up and then move this bar, and now it sounds better than actually putting the work in to actually make it something that's yours.
The only artist I could say right now that I'm actually a big fan of, and he's actually musically talented in almost any genre that you could think of, is Post Malone.
Yeah.
Post Malone, that dude.
He can bring back rock and roll.
Did you watch the Nirvana tribute?
Yeah. Yes.
He was fucking phenomenal.
Oh, he was so good.
He was that dude could sing in country. That dude could sing rock. That dude could sing. That dude could fucking rap. I mean that dude is an overall musically talented, one of the best in the world when it comes to music and talent.
Mm-hmm. Posty.
I mean, he is.
I watched that Nirvana thing, and as much as everybody's oh, Nirvana's cool and whatever, and you kind of get old after of listening to Kurt Cobain and stuff. Right. I really, really, honestly liked that Posty Post.
You are gonna get so much fucking hate for that last.
Oh,
statement.
whatever. They can fucking. They already
gets
fucking
old after a while listening to Kurt
does
Cobain.
get fucking old after a while. But Post Malone took his own spin on it. He didn't just sound like.
I love the outfits that they wore for that too. That shit was fucking hilarious. I saw the outfits and I was like, that definitely was Post Malone's idea. It had to be.
I got a really bad joke.
Oh, great.
So, do you know how they know Kurt Cobain had dandruff?
Yes.
How?
I don't know how.
They found his head and shoulders behind the couch.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, no, I fucked up. That's the one I should have went with. Damn it.
All good. No, that was good, though. I like that. That was funny.
Yeah, not my original joke, but solid fucking joke.
So, let me ask you, who did you grow up listening to, in regards to music?
So, I did a lot of, hold on. I have been muted this entire fucking time.
Oh, wow.
I actually grew up listening to a lot of classic rock, like prog rock, like King Crimson, Jethro Tull, Soft Machine, bands like that. And then I kind of got more into like the whole emo thing when I was in high school, when it first came out. Like my first concert actually was Story of the Year with My Chemical Romance and Letter Kills. And I've gone to at least 200 shows.
Oh, I definitely didn't hit that much, but that's crazy.
I went on a stint to where all I did was go to like 20 to 30 concerts a year.
Wow.
Like anytime a show, and I worked for House of Blues for a little bit, like when I was promoting for them too. And that's all I fucking did, man. Anytime I'd take a trip, it'd be to go to see a concert. That's
insane. Me and my brother were, we were very big with sports growing up. It took up a lot of our lifetime and a lot of our lives when we were growing up in middle school and high school. We played football, we wrestled, we played baseball, and baseball basically took up all our time in the summertime just because we were playing double headers. We had a game almost every day. So it just seemed like in high school and middle school, we didn't really have time to do anything. Not to mention in high school, I was traveling to wrestle tournaments and stuff like that. So I didn't get to go as many concerts as I really wanted to. And when I did, we went to Lil Wayne, Young Jeezy, and Soulja Boy back in 2009. That was one of the best that I'd been to. Then a couple years later, we saw Mac Miller. Rest in peace. Love that guy. He was amazing. Mac Miller with Khalifa. That was amazing. Amazing show. Then I think Nick went to go see Pauly D at Club Boca back in 2000.
Yeah, I went to that one too, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was 2013. I don't know about that. I don't know how that show went. Apparently, it wasn't as good as people thought it was going to be.
It's fucking Pauly D, dude. Like, it's fucking Jersey Shore.
But I mean, he saw 2 Chainz like a year later.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Juicy J at Spring Break. That I
love Juicy J.
Yeah, me too. He's good. He puts on a good show too.
I also saw Juicy J in 2014.
Yeah, he
dude.
He was a good performer. He really is. That actually he was one of my favorite artists going up in college. Like him, 2 Chainz, Drake, and a couple other guys. Like if I want to listen to hip hop, those were the guys I listened to. And people try to say hip hop hasn't really changed much, but if you listen to what hip hop is now,
oh my god,
to what it was 10 years ago,
oh my god,
to 10 years before that, I mean, there's a huge difference.
I miss the sampling. I miss the sampling of like old, like taking like records and shit that they would like find in like record stores and then like sample shit, and like the MCs like really sample shit. I really feel like that's gone. They're like, they make some like bullshit beat, and then they're just like, all right, we're gonna go with this.
Well, nobody's a good MC anymore. The MC kind of scene with like hip hop artists is like gone. Back in the day, and I mean, hip hop artists could MC. They sample, like you said, they would sample old records and everything like that. Mm-hmm. That's all out the window because they feel like the industry nowadays.
Well, you don't have to play on vinyl anymore.
Yeah, well, and it's just like, record labels try to find the easiest and quickest way to make money. So they're just going to use a sample that, like I said earlier, I'm going to make something similar to Migos, or I'm going to make something similar to Future Beat.
They're going to do what sells.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna do whatever.
Catchy.
Like if it's trending and it's working and it's making a lot of money quickly, we're gonna stick to it because that's the easiest.
It's about moving volume.
Exactly.
It's all about the volume.
Right.
So you have to be able to sell as many records as possible, and if Migos and Future are the in fucking thing right now, then that's what's gonna be in the zeitgeist of rap and hip hop for the next couple years till the next big thing.
Like trending.
And don't get me wrong, I like Future. I like some of Future's music. I like Migos' music. People can. I mean, don't get me wrong. People have different opinions of their music. Obviously, I mean, some people think I can't understand a word they're saying because that doesn't make them very good. But their beats are great, and don't get me wrong. But I mean, they created that new music that people are really into right now, and that's what's making them sell so much. Is because now they are the, I guess the creators of that fast hip hop that was created in 2013.
The bird chirp drives me insane. The little fucking noise that they make where they sound like they're the old cricket phone.
Yes, yeah, I know. What you're
fucking
talking about.
drives me nuts. But I mean, they've been doing that in the industry, since rap first came out. Look at the whole East Coast West Coast shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When NWA, Dr. Dre, all that shit came out, Snoop Dogg, everything had that Cali vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tupac had the whole Cali thing. Then you had like the New York rap scene that was like Biggie and all that shit.
Puff Daddy was actually really the guy that made hip hop really mainstream.
Yeah.
Because he
was sellable. He was marketable to white people.
Yeah, and I give a lot of. I mean, you got to give Puffy props because he took a street rapper that was just. I mean, he was very talented, but he took a guy that was just a mixtape rapper into somebody that was a very big mainstream artist. I mean,
Nas
Biggie went
is
from
another big one for me.
Yeah, Nas, another good example.
Nas.
These guys came from being just guys from the streets, hip hop, into becoming one of the greatest artists of all time.
One of the worst things I ever watched, and you'll have to watch it. I don't know if it's on like Hulu or what, but Wu-Tang Clan has their like own show, or they did like a show adaptation of how Wu-Tang started. And have you seen it before?
I have not, but I
you need to watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
so like Rizzo went and did his own thing.
RZA,
sorry.
You gotta get that shit right. People are gonna correct
Prince
you.
Rakeem, but he went and did his own shit, and it was fucking awesome. Shut the fuck up with your stupid white bitch shit. But he started his own shit, and then he listened to his producers, and they're like, "Oh, well, this is what sells," and it sounded like shit. People make fun of it all the fucking time. It's like it's like a fucking thing.
Right.
He made one song on his own, and people were like, "This is
people,
fucking bullshit."
But like I said, some people are made to be together. Some people are made to be by themselves. With the NWA, obviously, Eazy-E couldn't do it by himself because, I mean, honestly, Dr. Dre was the mind and the creator of NWA, and Eazy-E came from being, on the streets of Compton selling drugs to becoming a big name because Dr. Dre was like, okay, I found the creativity of what we can do with NWA, and obviously Eazy-E, when they broke up, it didn't work out. Ice Cube was able to do it by himself. Dr. Dre obviously was able to do it by himself. But yeah, Eazy-E, it's just he's just one of those guys where he needs
some production.
He needs a crew with a good mind, and that's it.
Yeah,
and
he can throw down like the creativity and stuff like that, but he needs a production to like keep him straight. I'm with you on that.
No, exactly, and some groups are just like that. I mean, the Jonas Brothers, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh my God.
I hate them. I don't like their music, but hey, I mean, they've done such a good job. I mean, Nick Jonas did a great job by himself.
Foul that you fucking cursed my studio by just uttering their name.
I know. I'm sorry about that. I can't
marketable.
I can't stand them either, but I mean, those guys are prime examples. I mean, Nick Jonas was big for by himself, but the other guys didn't do very well.
Zayn did really good by himself. His whole album, like, you can get all mad about this, but I listened to his album and it was actually really
fucking
fire.
will. I'm gonna get real mad about it.
I mean, Nick and Zayn were, but those two guys, but those two guys out of the whole group were the only ones that were successful. The other guys didn't really do much after they broke up. Now that they're back together, I mean, they're all doing well. Like I said, some people are made to be together in a group. Some people are made to be by themselves. Snoop Dogg left Death Row Records because he was like, okay, fuck Suge Knight and all that shit.
Well, Suge Knight's a crazy son of a bitch
I want to
anyway.
watch that new movie that just came out, or it was like a documentary about Suge Knight. I really want to watch it. It's like, it's all about him and how he, like, their perception of him and shit. Like, I actually really want to watch that.
Good example, by the way, too, now that I mention it. There's a group called Flosherdamus. I don't know if you ever heard of
Flosherdamus.
They're trap, fucking amazing trap artists.
Okay.
They were a duo. They were together for a little while. They started together as a duo. They actually split parts, just because one guy was actually doing way better with the producing and creativity, and the other guy was like kind of just not working out with the main guy that was putting it together. And they split, now one guy's not doing as well as the other one. Now the guy that kept Flosstradamus, that did all the producing, he's at the top of the world regards to trap music.
Yeah.
The other guy is just barely packing out nightclubs, like small nightclubs. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, with me and my brother, I mean, we have the same creativity, we have the same thought, we have the same mind idea, the same music idea, what we have for our futures. It's just some guys, you think it's going to work out, and then it ends up not because you have two different ideas of how things work. But I believe with our mindset, our idea, what our future, our goals, and what we have, I feel like, the sky's the limit.
But you have to have balance.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we work together. With my I produce a little more, but he's a little bit better with the DJing side than I am. He's a better DJ, honestly.
We need to play off your strengths.
But I'm better with producing, so it works out perfectly. And he's good on a microphone. He doesn't talk ever, but when you put him on a microphone, he talks like he hypes the fucking crowd up.
Yeah,
and I love it. I love it. So, and that's what I love about, we have that balance, so that way it makes everything work out perfectly. And I'm excited for this. This whole Brotherhood thing that we're doing for the future, I think it's going to work out very well. We're going to put a lot of hard work and time into it. I'm very, very excited for it. And this class that I'm going to be going into.
Yeah, tell us about this class. You were talking about it earlier. I told you to save it for the show. So let's get into that.
Yeah, so we just started getting into the producing. We want to take our music ideas to the next level. So I got to learn as much as possible. I want to learn how to do everything the right way.
Yeah.
So I got in touch with a DJ called DJ Tees. He's amazing artist and a DJ. He's actually one of the guys I've been looking up to in regards to Jersey club music. And for people who don't know what Jersey club music is, it's fast-paced dancing music that girls can shake their ass to. It's amazing music. If I'll show you some ideas, in a little bit. But it's just, I love his music. I love what he's created, and he's gonna take me in a 12-hour class, virtual class on FaceTime, 12 hours. So 12 hours of just learning everything. Got to write down notes, but after that class, I'm going to be able to know everything in regards to producing music. So I'm going to take everything I learned from him and just go forward with it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And I'm excited because, the class, I got to pay for it, obviously, but no other artist that's popular does anything like that. No. Unless you have to pay thousands of dollars. But this guy is doing a really good deal out of it. I'm very excited for it.
They don't really do it very often because they're so afraid of somebody stealing their thunder.
Yes, exactly. That's what I think too. But this guy is so good and open, and he wants to help future artists, and I'm excited. He's from New Jersey too, so we get that Jersey vibe connection. So it's really cool.
So what part of Jersey are you guys from?
Right outside Philadelphia. It's a little town called Mount Holly.
Shout out Mount Holly.
Yeah.
I've only been to one part of Jersey, and it's probably the worst part of Jersey.
we call it Muck City. That's actually what it's called. It's called Muck City.
Yeah.
Everybody that we grew up to used to be like, "Yo, we're from the Muck," blah blah blah, and everybody like, "Oh my god, that's Mount Holly."
Most of my friends are from Jersey, so
I went to Atlantic City.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say Camden when you're like, I've been to the worst part of Jersey.
No.
One of the worst parts of the country.
Camden's where we were
I was
born.
in culture shock.
Oh,
Let me just go ahead and tell you, culture shock. Because number one, I learned a very important lesson that DC traffic is one of the worst fucking things on the Jersey Turnpike.
I got a fucking ticket going through Washington, D.C., going 1 mile fucking over.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
It was a $250 ticket.
Once you hit Maryland and Virginia, if you go at least, like you said, 1 or 2 miles per hour over, you're getting a ticket just like that.
I got stuck in DC traffic. So then, number one, I was already fucking pissed off. So by the time I got to Atlantic City, I had a room booked at the Taj. So I parked my car in the fucking parking garage. Guy out of the car, I'm all shaken out because I'm so irritated from being in the fucking car in fucking rush hour traffic.
What did it take you 11, 12 hours to get there?
Oh, dude, fuck yeah, 14 hours to get there.
Ooh.
So, like, I get there, I get out of my car, some homeless dude walks up to me and asks me for money, and I, like, freaked out because I'd been stuck in my car for 14 hours. I was like, get the fuck away from me!
He's probably fucking petrified.
No, he ran away.
The best shit that happened to me was in Baltimore.
Oh my God.
Me and mine and Christian's friend Leslie were walking back from Fells Point, and this, like, hood-ass fucking black dude walks up to us and goes, "My name's Kurt. I'm in the hospitality industry. Is there anything that y'all need tonight? I got ladies, drugs, and alcohol." And I was just like, holy shit.
Holy shit. Wow. I don't even know what to say.
What a pitch, bro.
I know, right?
I'd be like, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's some Shark Tank level shit, man. I got drugs, girls, and alcohol.
Yeah. But I got a chance to go to some of the clubs in Atlantic City, and it was like, it takes, like, our little Senior Frogs and Boca.
It's a whole other
like,
level, right?
Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck if I just walked into this...
The club scene down here, it's just nobody people really know what a club really is.
No.
They think they know. It's just like a lot of people down here.
Broadway has put a fucking death hold on any club from coming here, and that's the big problem. Like, that was the bitch I had as a promoter. It was like, I don't want to work Broadway.
Right.
I want to work Zulu Lounge. I want to work Kono. I want to work these, like, outside niche clubs where I can try to drag people away. And Zulu is, for the people that are listening that don't live here in Myrtle, Zulu Lounge was a South African themed
It was super
bar.
dope.
So it looked like an Earthbound Tradings just took a massive shit on the place, but it was cool as fuck. Like, there was, like, fountains and the entire bar lit up. It was cool. The restaurant was great. It was like a South African tapas menu. Fucking cool ass place, and it just tanked because it was off the beaten path just a hair. Right. And I feel like that's most of the problems with the clubs here.
You have to be in the surrounding area. You have to be within walking distance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. Well, the problem with the clubs down in, like, if you were to put a club in Ocean Boulevard, I just feel like there's no boundaries in regards to, like, the nightclub scene. Like, you know, a lot of clubs down here don't enforce dress codes. They're afraid to. Just because, you know, if you don't wear, if you wear a jersey to a club, which nowhere else in Miami or Atlantic City, if you do,
hell no.
If you do that, if you do that in Vegas,
look, man, I lived in Vegas. That was the strictest fucking dress code, and I was a promoter for Vegas at the Wynn Hotel. I had to wear a fucking button-down shirt and, like, expensive blue jeans and dress shoes every night.
Right, and that's what it should be, because that's what nightclubs were originally made for. You're dressed nice, go out, dance. You know, people don't, like, why, for me personally, why, like, I wear a jersey because I DJ. Like, that's an exception, because I wear, like, I'll wear a jersey, or I'll wear, like, a...
Well, it's part of the outfit, man. It's your style, it's your swag, it's your entertainment.
Right, and I wear a jersey whenever I DJ. Yeah, and I wear a DJ or a jersey every time I DJ, so that's part of what my look is. But, like, if I'm going to a club, like, if I'm going to Vegas, or if I'm going to Miami or Atlantic City, I'm wearing a button down, I'm wearing some nice khaki pants, some nice dress shoes. I want to look nice, because to me, personally, I don't think a girl would think a guy is attractive when he's coming in with a huge basketball or football jersey.
I don't know, bro. That flamingo shirt's fucking fire.
I love this shirt. I love this. This is sometimes my work shirt, but I love going out with this because people are like, "Oh my god, I love the flamingos," and I'm like,
"I love it."
Flamingos are fucking solid, bro.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like that's what the clubs are made for. The dress nice, go out, meet people, go dance. You know, nobody wants to go dance with somebody with a huge football jersey or a huge basketball jersey that you wear out, like maybe to go out hang out with friends. But like the clubs are made for to dress nice. Like,
here, it's more like they attract just trash bag people.
Yeah.
Just trashy people. And that's partially just Myrtle Beach's thing, is we're just a trashy shithole. But until that something happens, and I think Broadway's trying to push out the clubs.
No, I definitely have heard that for sure.
For the listeners, once again, because this is podcast based out of Myrtle, so 80% of our listener base is out of Myrtle. If you're from the UK or Australia, South Africa, sorry, you don't know any of the shit we're fucking talking about. But it's a shopping mecca. It's like a tourist trap. Mm-hmm. So basically what it is there's a strip of, like an alleyway almost, of nothing but bars and nightclubs. And the rest of it is like all shopping on like a 6-acre lot.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of restaurants and shopping, little shops. Yeah.
So this place has had the death grip on any entertainment for this town for what, at least
we can't have casinos.
30 fucking years.
Yep.
We can't have casinos. You can't.
Well, that's because of the fucking Christians, but we won't get into that.
Well, I mean, that's a death grip. You can't have casinos. You can't have anything fun.
Yeah, there's no outside entertainment.
You have to factor the fun into this box, and this box is the only box you can have it in.
And North Myrtle's just as fucking bad. If you're not
North Myrtle is so bad.
If you're not on Main Street, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that Main Street right there just has like 3 or 4 bars.
That's it.
If you don't have those 3 or 4 bars, what else can you do?
And there's one dude that owns them all, and he fucking murdered his ex-wife. Like, he literally went to prison. He rolled her up in a rug and hired a bunch of crackheads to burn her. Like, like some crazy shit,
Lots
dude.
of silence on the mics over here.
I didn't know all that. Fuck.
I don't know what to say about that. I was like, that's terrible.
Holy shit.
Thank you for the sad.
I don't use the stock sound drops very often, but there
if it
you
makes
go.
you feel any better, like Broadway, like the entertainment's kind of fucking lame sometimes and kind of boring.
But that's the thing.
But Main Street is so much more boring. And
if you don't go to International, you're fucked. And then like half the people that used to go to International are all a bunch of like drug addicts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you went to high school with me like 8 years ago? Oh, and you're on heroin. Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Speaking
avoid
of
you.
Drug addicts, I got some clips.
I'm gonna avoid you now. I'm gonna go get an IPA and sit outside.
Right.
So I don't have any audio for this, but here you go.
What the fuck is it? Oh. What?
I believe this man is putting Molly up a woman's ass.
I can see. Is that a festival?
Yeah.
Ew,
What the?
Oh, she's wearing an Excision jersey. Awesome.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, he put a straw full of Molly up a girl's ass.
Oh my god.
That looks like that's definitely in like Colorado or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely going to get infected.
Ew, that is what the
And
fuck?
then he blew the straw up her ass,
Who
too.
does shit like that? Like
Fucking wooks, bro.
Oh my god! And I'm mad that she's wearing an Excision
Hold on,
jersey
can I
doing that
see
shit
this?
too.
Yes.
Because
I haven't seen this. I
love if you ever get a chance, listen to Excision. That fucking dude throws down. Absolutely insane.
Oh, okay. He's got the Ziploc baggie.
He's got the Ziploc baggie. He's wearing his fucking... This girl's got her holy ass fucking fishnets on with a one-piece Excision outfit.
Oh my god.
And he is just blowing Molly straight up her ass. She's about to have a real good night.
Oh, she's about to trip balls.
Yo, if you can, go ahead and search a song that I want you to search. It's kind of like an idea that me and my brother were going into, like, we're going to be doing Jersey Club, but we're also going to be doing dubstep and hard trap.
So I can't actually search stuff that isn't your all's.
Okay.
Because of YouTube.
They'll flag us.
Oh, I feel it. Okay,
Yeah.
They will.
okay.
They'll demonetize us.
If you listen to it, it's called Kaizo, Kayzo.
You can tell us about it.
And it's called Whistle Wars. That shit fucking throws down. Like, it's a headbanging song. Like, that's the shit I love about hard trap and dubstep and all that shit. Because it's got that rock headbanging feel to it that you would for rock music. So, like...
Do you think they pulled a lot of their, like, inspiration from that?
Yes, I do. I really do.
Like drops?
Yes, because... That music is just made for headbanging, and I think a lot of the music is made from the heavy metal and the rock and roll from the 70s and everything. Because what other music do you listen to that you can headbang to?
Yeah,
rock and roll, hard rock, heavy metal.
I think that a big thing with like I'm just gonna use this as an example, like Jimi Hendrix. I'm gonna use him as an example. So he would like play like really fast and then like have a really soft and then like really fast and then like the way that he did his music was like fantastic, and I feel like a lot of people took their like music and was like they branched out from that. Like,
right.
I'm using it as an example, just like Jimi Hendrix is an example. Like that's not just like the whole genre of the 70s and stuff, but that was like a huge thing because a lot of
free love era.
Yeah, I mean, Jimi Hendrix was
for a long time
where you
it
get
was just
fucked
like,
in a porta potty.
but for a long time in like the 50s and 40s and stuff like that, it was all the same kind of tempo. It would change a little bit, but not a lot.
But that's what I like about artists too, is changing the tempo of like certain music. Like if you could be able to like perform at any kind of tempo, that's like that's fucking phenomenal.
Disco's coming back, guys.
I'm super excited about disco coming back.
I mean,
just gonna go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
The fact that the 70s is like gonna be a fucking thing.
The forced love era.
I'm
we
all
went from
about
free love to the forced love.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna rape you in a nightclub bathroom all coked out of my mind.
Well, Bruno Mars' music is based off of like the 70s kind of music. He's got that 70s feel to it. That's what I like about his music. He's got that 70s feel to it.
It's not just the hip hop scene that's doing it or pop music. It's indie music too. Like there's a band called Eternity Forever that's doing that type of shit. Like there's a lot of like indie post-hardcore emo bands that have like branched out into the
MGMT,
Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah,
but that's what I like. But that's what I like though. I like the throwback style like that you bring into it. That you could branch out to those kind of, because people are so afraid to branch out to the 70s and 80s music, and people are actually taking that opportunity to do it and take that chance. It's just fucking amazing.
Hell yeah. So
I do enjoy like when they like branch out to like something a little bit different. Like the 70s and 80s, like that was such a huge like change in music. Like there was such a broad. People still listen to the 70s and 80s.
Oh, I listen to the 80s music all the time.
Is it sad when you listen to, like, I pulled up, like, classic rock and, like, fucking, like, Green Day and Incubus played, and I was like, fuck, I feel goddamn old.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of, it's sad because that kind
I was like, this is bullshit.
Because that kind of music is dead today, but, like, if you brought Green Day to Myrtle Beach, it'd be fucking sold out in 2 seconds.
Oh my god, in, like, 3 seconds.
I wouldn't go.
That would, like...
Okay.
I wouldn't go.
Here's a question for everybody. What's a show that you would pay like X amount of money, any kind of money to go see?
Go see?
Go see. Like an artist that you would go, don't stupid white, don't you dare, I will fucking knock you the fuck out.
If I drink vodka, I don't care.
Who's an artist that you would pay any kind of money to go see? And why?
Ooh. That is a tough one because I mean, what is it? Any genre?
Any genre.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I mean, she's literally just asking who's your favorite artist and who. Like,
no. Okay, do you want me to give you a genre?
No.
No. Leave it open. Leave it open.
Okay, because I have mine.
No. Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go first.
So I'm gonna use this as like a throw to Eric. Coheed Cambria would probably be the one I would pay any money to go see.
I'll let you buy those tickets next time they come through.
Okie dokie. But just and I have
They're
to give a
fucking
reason.
great.
I have to give a reason why. I love their style. I love that they changed their style. I love Claudio because he just makes the band and he like
band rips.
He does. He rips. He changes it up and it's fantastic. And who's next?
Ooh.
What about you boys?
This is gonna be a shocker. This probably be a shocker to a lot of people.
If you say like Miley Cyrus, I'm gonna
bro. No. Hell no. That'd be very entertaining, but because we wouldn't even know what side would come out. We don't know.
Her
if
with her
come with
fucking
psycho
chicken ass.
Oh my
we
God.
don't know if the psycho side would come out or if it would be the country side coming out. But I probably have to go with Public Enemy. Believe it or not.
All right.
I like Public Enemy.
Straight out of Compton.
Yeah, Flavor Flav. I fucking love those
God,
guys.
yes.
Yeah, like I watched a concert from 2011 on YouTube of them performing in Germany. Fucking Germany. Mm-hmm. And the crowd was going fucking insane for these guys. And these guys are almost in their fucking 60s.
Yeah.
And they are jumping around, going fucking insane. And those are good examples of MCs. Those guys could fucking MC to anybody at any fucking time. Their music meant something, like, because they wanted change for, police brutality, and that's another thing I wanted to mention too,
Hold on 1 second before that. Yes, I realized I just fucked up and said Straight Outta Compton when he said Public Enemy.
That's NWA.
Yeah, that's NWA. I realized I fucked up. Please continue.
You ready to get roasted for that?
I didn't want to say anything.
No, you should have roasted him.
Yeah, no. I caught it as soon as I said it. I was like, fuck.
Wait.
Please
stupid
continue.
White bitch yourself. No, stupid white bitch yourself.
He fucking shit on me. He shit in my face.
No, you're a stupid white bitch for that shit.
Oh my. No, I mean, Public Enemy is definitely they were.
That'll beat your goddamn ass. You piece of shit.
I love that. I love it.
Continue.
No, I did. Yeah, dude, that shit is fucking hilarious.
Dude, the soundboard fucking makes it.
No, I mean, Public Enemy was actually one of those groups that were able to stand up and believe and fight for what was right. You know, police brutality was very bad at that time. They, black people are being oppressed for
still are
250 years, 300 years.
It's like the hip hop version of punk music.
Yeah.
It really is.
I mean, it's just like. Those guys were able to stand up and try and make change in their music, and NWA was the same way. Run DMC, and one of the guys from Run DMC actually mentioned, saying, and he had an interview about a year or two ago saying, the artists today are so fucked up, and they're overdose, and so many artists and people are overdosing on drugs because that's what they're putting in their fucking music. You know,
I believe it.
Look at Mac Miller, Lil Peep.
Look at Future. Molly Percocet.
Yeah, Molly Percocet. That he fucking puts it in the song. But like people are putting Percocets and opioids and all kinds of shit in their. Yeah. And why do they think that people are overdosing? Because they fucking put it in the music. And people
That's why I quit fucking with coke years ago, was because I was afraid of fentanyl. People like crushing my shit with fentanyl, and I'd like speedball to death.
Yeah, fucking Mac Miller died because somebody gave him the wrong drug, fucking overdosed and died.
Yeah.
Little Peep fucking overdosed on his bus on the way to a tour while he was on
Juice
tour.
WRLD, I don't feel bad for Juice WRLD, given
I
he
feel
like
bad for him.
No, he was going through customs and like swallowed like 60 some fucking pills.
He was afraid of going to jail, but like at that point,
he killed himself.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, instead of just going to jail for a night and just getting a fine.
But there's some.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna eat all these pills.
But there's underlying issues in there. Yeah. There's some underlying like bullshit that he hasn't dealt with, and that sucks. When
I mean, his music was inspirational for a lot of people that are going through rough times. That's what his music was really made for. Was for to help the people that were going through.
He was also going through a pretty rough time with the band Yellow Card.
Oh my god.
What? He was being sued by Yellow Card for ripping off one of their songs. He stole his big hit. He stole the beat from Yellow Card and didn't give them any. Yeah, no, he didn't give him any credit.
But don't you think? But aren't a lot of artists nowadays taking beats from old songs?
I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
But no. This was like we didn't say they didn't give him they didn't give Yellow Card the royalties for sampling. Mm-hmm. He just took the fucking like beat and changed like one thing on it.
But he changed it.
Right.
But he didn't. It's the same thing as like.
I have a big problem with this. And
No.
I feel like this is
it's the same thing that happened with Radiohead. And fuck.
Because a lot of art. Because I mean, if you listen to a lot of music, a lot of the music, like if you listen. to
let's hear from you guys. Like if you sample somebody's music, right, and you change it slightly, like change it and make it different and make it your own. Do you feel like you're entitled to have to pay compensation to somebody else?
I mean, if I was the original creator, if I was the original creator of a song and I kind of heard somebody making something and trying to make it in their own, yeah, I would definitely be like, all right, well, if you're gonna do that, you better pay me this amount of money for it because that's messed up. That's because
I have a really mixed view on that. Go ahead.
Because the way I feel, because the way I look at it is you're stealing my creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a disinformed thought process.
Look at Radiohead,
and I have a thought process in it.
They had to pay royalties to the band The Hollies for using the same exact chord progression. And you used to see this more in rock music than you do rap music, because rap music's kind of, it's whatever. You see it a lot more in rock and roll, but Radiohead had to pay royalties to The Hollies for stealing the chord progression from The Air That I Breathe. Mm-hmm. So the chorus from The Air That I Breathe is the exact chorus, like the exact intro chords to Creep. And then Lana Del Rey took that exact same chord progression for one of her songs, and Radiohead fucking sued her for royalties.
I feel like as an artist that you should be able to take some kind. You're gonna steal shit. I have a thought process.
Right.
And I really do. I have a thought process. This. You're going to take stuff from other people and change it slightly, but make it your own.
There's a difference between changing it and just literally blatantly copying the fucking chord progression.
Yeah. Like,
so if you change it and make the tempo different, but then like keep the lyrics and shit like that, but it's a little bit different in your industry. Like, so I'm gonna use an example. So like I do photography on the side. I've blatantly had my photos stolen where they've literally cropped out my watermark.
Right.
And I've literally like contacted them. I'm like, you cropped out my watermark. They're like, well, these are like photos that were online. I'm like, yeah, but you cropped out my watermark. These are mine.
Yeah.
You could have at least changed the contrast on them, but I knew they were mine because I knew what angles I took. I knew they were mine.
Right.
I knew they were mine.
And the biggest thing with my
biggest thing was like them like defending themselves, like we didn't steal your photos and whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck about the stealing, but the fact that you're gonna deny like you stole my shit.
So I'm going to play the Radiohead versus Creep, Radiohead's Creep versus Lana Del Rey's Get Free versus the Hollies.
Okay.
Fuck it. If they take the shit down off YouTube,
no, they won't.
Eat a dick. Nobody listens to that shit anyway on YouTube.
You a little bit. So which one is this?
This is shit. Fucking no, Alexa, eat a dick. This is the Hollies.
If I could make a wish, I think I'd pass.
Hollies kick ass, by the way. Listen to them.
So old.
Yeah, dude.
Rest, no sleep, no light, no sound, nothing to read.
All right.
No books to read.
So this is Radiohead's Creep.
Very similar.
It's fucking the same chord progression.
Yeah.
But it's like a different tempo.
Yeah, but the problem is that they're instead of just this is how I look at it.
We all know how Creep goes.
Yeah, this is how I look at it. They could have at least changed the complete tempo and the whole idea of the song, but they literally took the whole sample
and it's just pretty much the same fucking tempo too.
Yeah, it's basically the same tempo.
It's like up a notch. It's all right. Here's Lana Del Rey.
Okay, there's no.
Oh, she stole that.
Oh, she definitely did.
Oh, that's stolen.
Yeah.
At least, okay, so Radiohead definitely changed theirs. Wow. Radiohead definitely
but she literally just took Radiohead shit and it's like, this is mine now.
She definitely took that one, and that's the biggest thing. She definitely should 100% should have got sued for that. She did get right. She got sued.
Yeah, no, she got sued.
Oh yeah, so that blatantly she stole that.
They changed their tempo. I feel like you should be able to change tempo and like how many chords can you really fucking hit?
Yeah, but in the same goddamn progression with the same stroke count.
Yeah.
I mean, come the fuck on.
He probably heard it and he was like, "Oh, that sounds cool."
I mean, you could get ideas of like say like he could have gotten that idea from a song, but created it in a different way, so that way it doesn't sound very similar.
Yeah.
Because it sounds almost exactly the same if you listen to it. The tempo. I mean, the sound difference might be a little different, but the tempo and everything is very, very, very similar.
So where do you take from stealing to learning?
So
what's stealing and what's learning?
Learning is taking not taking, but learning is, say like I'm a huge fan of Flosser Thomas and there's a certain beat that I like. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna not make it. I want to kind of make it like similar to it, but I want to make it into where it doesn't sound just like his. It's my creativity, something different.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of music nowadays, you know, a lot of music has kind of the same beat. Like if you listen to Megan Thee Stallion and Gucci Mane's new song that they made just recently, do you remember Friday? The movie Friday, with Ice Cube and Chris Tucker. Yeah. Remember in a movie, it was like Big Booty Hoes Up With that song. They took part of that song and made it slower.
Yeah.
And made it into the hip hop beat that what it is today.
But that's some sampling. That's back to the sampling shit. But so like, where do you draw the line of like sampling versus blatantly stealing?
Okay, when you are copying the same phrasing structure, the same chord progressions, the same, it's a lot harder to do in hip hop.
Yeah.
So you have to differentiate those.
No, I agree with you.
Rock music, it's a lot easier to be like, ha, da 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 da. Okay.
Yeah. You stole my shit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But hip hop, like, it's all about sampling. That's where it started at.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about like taking viral internet clips and turning them into songs? Because that's been a thing for a lot of years.
That's stealing to me personally. I mean, because if somebody uses like, all right, remember the hide your kids, hide your wife, guys? Okay, so say like they took that clip and they made it into a song. I believe that's unfair because whoever was originally in that clip is, regardless of whether it was real.
Yeah, but they've gotten viral fame off of it.
Right. Well, what I mean is that, yeah, it may not have been real or fake, but I mean, that was them. And if people
are also on a platform
what
where
about
they
a
viral,
man? Go ahead.
I was gonna say if they're on a platform where they're viral at, that platform makes money off of them. You don't.
Right. I mean,
even if you make a remix of like some shit that you saw in fucking, I'm using TikTok as an example. Like TikTok, you sign a waiver when you first fucking like go on TikTok that they own your shit.
Yeah.
Right.
They own your shit.
Right.
So if it goes viral, it goes viral. It is what it is.
I mean, TikTok is the biggest thing right now because everybody's at home doing fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You know, with the unemployment, with kids being out of school, this is like
that's
all
like
they can
their
fucking
thing,
do.
dude.
So I got one of those like mashup deals for you, and then we'll do plugs, and then we'll end the show.
Gotcha. But to answer your question, I think it's almost the same thing as stealing other people's music because now you didn't give that person approval of your clip.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
regardless of whether you own it or not, you're still.
Yeah, I have a different thought process only because it's coming from like a different like thought process. I feel like if you use elements of somebody else's like project, that I'm using project as an example, right? Any kind of like media of anything, art, music, anything. If you use a part of it, right, and you make it your own, that's not copying, that's making it your own. Now, if you take the entire situation of what they just did and slap a faster beat on it or a slower beat on it, that is copying.
Right.
Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like that's fair.
Let me put it this way. This asshole fucking deserves it. It's Kenneth Copeland. No matter what you degree, he deserves to be ridiculed and made fun of. Kenneth Copeland is a televangelist. Mm-hmm. So in case you guys don't know.
Oh my God.
I've made fun of him on multiple fucking occasions. Well, I don't know if you all have heard. He tried to blow the coronavirus away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But here's a remix of
It's
the
fire.
video. It actually claps.
It does. There's
a fucking ad at the front of it. I'm glad I muted this.
There should be some cheek clapping on this.
Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto
This
the
shit
Lord.
fucking claps.
COVID-19. 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 I blow the wind of God from the state of Washington to the state of Maine to Brownsville, Texas, and the tip of Florida. Today, we speak to this atmosphere. Today, burn this thing. This hate heat. You just
This dude's such a fucking tool bag.
Straight out of hell. Burn! Burn! COVID-19!
I love how they have like the fucking the churchgoers just like wigging the fuck out.
They had a guy dancing.
Well, it's a bunch of holy rollers, so they get like filled with the spirit of God, and then they like freak the fuck out in the church.
You don't do it. You don't do it. You get out of here. Burn this thing.
Yo, this shit is fucking fire.
Dude, you should play that shit at the club, bro.
Yo, that shit, whoever produced that shit is fucking fire. That I'll give them props for that. That's pretty damn good.
Oh my god.
That was fucking good.
Well, plus, Kenneth Copeland has fucking crazy eyes too, man.
Yeah, he does. I just even watching that video, I saw it.
You never seen it before? When Eric showed me him, I was like, "What the fuck is going on with this
That
dude? What
shit
drugs
was
is he on?"
fucking insane. No, I can't believe somebody did that. That's fucking cool.
Well, he's losing money like a motherfucker with this coronavirus.
He's
Churchgoers
like,
aren't giving him donations.
Stimulus. Give me your stimulus
He's
payments.
like, with this $250 seed, you will be healed by God, and you will never get the coronavirus.
I hope he makes money. He's probably making money off of that shit. That shit
he
is fucking
is.
hilarious.
Fuck.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
That video
I thought
was
you'd
good,
appreciate that.
No,
Burn it.
I mean that's not gonna get sued, obviously, because
No.
if he makes money off of that, then there's nothing.
Fucking
No,
who
it's
cares?
advertisement for him.
Even if he doesn't, like, he deserves to be made fun of and not make any money on it personally.
Right,
but
exactly. I mean, I gotta look this guy. I bet he's probably as crazy as he is in that video.
He's absolutely fucking certified insane.
Well, guys, it's been a fucking pleasure.
Of course.
Thank you.
We're hitting the 2-hour mark. This is actually our longest podcast.
Holy shit! Don't even feel like it's been 2 hours.
No, it does not. That's why I was like, let's play this last clip and wind this shit up. So we have an announcement also. We are actually scaling back the podcast from 2 episodes a week to 1 episode a week. So we're only going to upload on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
This is our episode for the week.
Sunday fun day.
Yep.
Yeah, Sunday fun day.
And the reason for that is pretty simple. We feel like the podcast is just kind of lackluster on the second episode of the week because we aren't having enough time to actually put effort into the show. So we want to give you the best product possible, which lets us have guests like Anthony and Nick on, Murphy, Nicole. It gives us a more flexible schedule than just churning out a dog shit episode once a week and then a good episode.
So y'all just don't get to listen to me be day drunk. I mean, that's pretty much what happens.
Essentially.
No, I can't wait to hear more of these podcasts. These are
there's some there's
they
some
haven't even
bad
listened to
ones.
this show yet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's some ones where like Super Bowl Sunday, I'm fucking hammered.
Yeah,
what was I talking about? Like Nazi ovens and
Yeah,
Subway?
you were talking about like Nazis and subways and how colleges are like plantations. Go listen to episode 9 if you want to hear that.
Hell
But all right, so let's let them hit their plugs.
Yep, I'll hit the point.
We'll hit ours, and then we'll play the second clip that they sent us to play it out the show.
All right, play
Guys?
the socials.
Yeah, we're well. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We're Brotherhood. Just make sure to listen to us on SoundCloud. It's Brotherhood once again. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on Facebook Live time to time, doing our live set. We're also on Instagram time to time. What is it? Brotherhood NNTJ Instagram. Is that what that is?
That's right. That's what it is.
Yep. So Brotherhood NNTJ. That's what our Instagram is. So make sure to check us out. Facebook Brotherhood, same username and everything. So definitely check us out.
And make sure you guys check us out on our socials. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at the Vulgarians Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Vulgarians Podcast. And make sure you follow us on Twitter at the Vulgarians_pod.
I'll post that video of the midget getting his dick sucked like he's getting bitten by like an alligator.
On Twitter, because we'll get fucking shadow banned on that shit.
Not shadow ban. We will get banned for 30
we will
days.
absolutely get banned. Make sure you guys follow the show. Download the show. It's super important to us.
Download the episodes.
Eric said definitely share the brothers' SoundCloud account so that you guys can go follow it. It's super important to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, like just from listening to the first like little like clip that I'm gonna go follow, dude. Like I'm super
I appreciate that. No, definitely.
I need some hype music when I'm like at work. Like I'll sit there and like you were talking about heavy metal and shit. Like, dude, I will bounce up and down in my goddamn chair, in my office chair.
She will.
I'll be ready because in the next couple months we'll have some music ready to go.
Hell yeah.
But we're definitely gonna listen to your show a lot more. Wow, this is actually very entertaining, and I love it.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And you guys are welcome back anytime.
Yes.
I'm going to play us out with their remix of My Type.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A rich nigga, 8 figure, that's my type.